Hello everybody, how is it going? So, blue-purple Kaido, OP04. First match I queue into is a mirror. So here we are. He wins the dice roll, so he chooses to go first. Don't know how impactful it is. Obviously you want island on curve, but don't think it'll be too bad for us. The hand looked good. It had island and it had a searcher. Sadly, our searcher doesn't find anything too crazy besides, a little chump blocker. But that's fine. I'm not gonna lie, I don't have the most experience on this deck. I think the thing I struggled with most, at least, is knowing what events he was playing. Because it's open to what you want to play. And there's a lot of good purple events, and a lot of good blue events, so I think that was what I struggled most with during this match. But he ends up swinging 5, so he has no island, so already we're in kind of an advantageous spot because we do have island. He's playing that Khalifa 2k. I think that card's actually super good. Basically just a queen effect whenever she swings. Pretty cool. But we'll play island, get our Dawn, pass it over to him. Next turn, we don't have like a 6-drop king or anything like that, so maybe we want to try to take this hit if he does decide to swing at us to see if we find one of our top ends. That'd be pretty good. Okay. Well, he goes 10 at who's who. Alright. He could have just gone 6 if you wanted the extra Dawn. I don't think I was ever countering that. Kind of a based play. But I guess he just doesn't really have any. He must have either a lot of top end or a lot of events. But I'd imagine a lot of top end if he's not leaving any up. We'll swing for 7. Then we'll play the queen. We draw a Jet Gatling and a 9-drop. So we do find one of our top ends, which we'll be able to play next turn, which is really good. I really like the Jet Gatling in this deck. I don't know how actually good it is, but it feels nice that you have a lot of cards that just don't have counter, like island, like all of your top end. So it's nice to just have a card that turns it basically into a 2k and a 1k counter, just 3k counter. So it gets you out of like 7k swings. Is pretty good. He plays Lion's Threat Imperial Earth Bind. I'm just gonna call it like Bind or something. Also, we counter out of the 6k hit, and he plays a queen. But I'm gonna call it Bind. I feel like he plays it a lot in this matchup, and it's pretty good. I think it pops a 5 cost or less, so it's solid. It's solid. Has synergy with your leader effect, but you do have to minus a Dawn to do it. Or minus a couple Dawn, I think. But we'll just play our 9-drop. I think I was making sure it could pop queen. It definitely can. And then we'll swing for 5, and then probably swing for 10. He'll counter out of the 5k swing. Swing for 10 with our 9-drop. He'll take. We'll activate island, and we'll pass it back. So for now, next turn the plan is just play queen. Cycle through our deck, try to find like a 10-drop. Preferably the blue 10-drop, so we don't blow up our own board, but we'll see. He'll swing 6 with his leader. Still has 7 Dawn available. Plays a Film Uta. An island. Okay. So he does have island, just a little bit late. And we top deck the king. Let's go. That's like the perfect answer to the Uta here. And we get to ramp 1 with our leader effect. It's too lit. So then we'll swing. We can swing for 7, honestly. Don't have any events that we want to leave up for. He'll counter out of that with 3k, and then we'll swing our 9-drop. He'll just take that hit. And if he has 10-drop, we'll probably get 10-dropped here. We'll see. Swings 5. So I'm going to assume he has the 10-drop. But not really much we can do about it. We just have to accept it. And there it is. If I remember correctly, we top deck like a god. We get the red rock and immediately just bottom deck the 10-drop. Red rock is such a crazy card to me. And we're just going to swing 8. We really want to get that last life off of him. He'll counter out with double 2Ks. We'll pass it back. Can play like a queen here. I'll stabilize him a little bit. Yeah, no. Red rock is actually so crazy. Like, I know you're not establishing a body, but just in a scenario like that where they 10-drop and they minus a bunch of Dawn, and yeah, you lose all your stuff, but they still have this one huge body, and you can actually just immediately get rid of that huge body. Is really impactful. Awesome card, awesome card. He'll swing 6, we'll 2k out of it, he'll play Khalifa, and he'll pass it to me. I'm back on 10 Dawn. Sadly, I don't have any of my top end, really. Probably end up just playing the Queen. I think I'm just thinking how big I want to swing. I just kind of really want to get this last life off of him. So we'll swing 9, because I was assuming he'd have like a 4k counter event, and then he'd need to discard one more card, but he ends up taking. Maybe gets a trigger here. No trigger, okay. We'll play the Queen, minus a Dawn. So we find a blue 10 drop, which is pretty good, and another red rock, which could help us answer another top end of his. Almost forgot Island there. I know one of these turns I forget Island. It's just like not ingrained into me to always tap Island. Not that it really matters on like at least this turn, where like yeah, I'd just draw that 1 Dawn back on my following turn, so it wouldn't matter. But he'll go 1 Dawn on leader. He will, what was I gonna call this thing? Bind? Yeah, he binds my my Queen. I think every Queen I played got answered by this card. It's kind of funny. He'll tap Island. He gets all the Dawn back that he used. He'll go 3 Dawn and Khalifa. Swing at us for 7. Use her ability to draw 2, discard 1. A really solid 2k counter card. I love when 2Ks have like, they're actually playable, you know? It's awesome. But we might take this, or we could counter out using the Gatling and like the red rock if we, because he only has 4 Dawn left, so I don't think he's gonna end up playing one of his big guys, but I opt not to, just because I want to keep it in case maybe he puts up a little blocker, although that wouldn't be super impactful, but we'll take that. We get a king. That is pretty good. And we draw a Queen. I could 10 drop here, because I mean the only thing that would be able to hit me is like a 9 drop Kaido, and we love getting notifications mid-recording. What are you gonna do? But we'll swing 9 again. Again, same mentality of he probably has a 4k event card. He'll tap 2, -1, so it's Hell's Judgment. And then he just needs a 2k. Either way, I'm cool with that. Play down my Queen, minus a Dawn, draw 2. We'll probably discard, honestly, yeah, either the King or the 10 drop, just because I don't know if I'm going to be able to play either. We remembered Island, let's go. Goes Dawn on leader, and here we go again. My Queen gets binded. This man cannot be stopped. He activates Island. Let's see what he decides to do here. Goes 7 with his Khalifa. Uses her draw 2, discard 1. Such a strong effect, man. Can't get over that. I gotta put her in this deck list. I think most of my 2k counters though are Animal Kingdom Pirates, just because I wanted them to be searchable off of Who's Who. He'll go 8 Dawn, or sorry, not 8 Dawn, 3 Dawn on his leader, just swing for 8. And I think we have to take this. Yeah. I'll draw another blue 10 drop. Right here, I like wanted to go for game so bad, but I was like, I just didn't know what events he had. I was like, he could just have double Blast Breath, and then I lose. So I decided to go 8, which if he does have Blast Breaths, would eat up both of them, plus another counter. And then I could play the Black Maria to block a hit next turn. But it was kind of scary. I maybe should have just committed all my Dawn, because I don't even know if she would have saved me, because I had 2 2Ks and I'd have a 1K. But we end up winning there, because he just barely doesn't have enough. But shoutouts to the guy who requested this deck. I'll throw the comment up on the screen. Never really been a huge fan of Kaido or purple in general, but I had to give it a try. And thanks for watching, everybody.